Okay, Sonia?
In Michigan, you generally cannot pass a final budget at the same meeting as a budget workshop. As legal requirements necessitate a separate, properly noticed public hearing, the workshop is for public hearing advertised at least 6 days prior. Must occur before the final vote to comply with the Uniform Budgeting and Accounting Act.
I think that's it.
Okay.
I think we're live.
Okay.
There's your name.
Okay. Oh, that. Still not right.
Hanging in there. No, it'll never be right. Like,
Sonia, you want a budget or we're gonna be going over? We got extras up here,
Oh, yes.
if you would like one.
Yes. My face.
Two pages of notes, of course, I forgot. I had 2 pages
Yeah,
of
just
notes of
go ahead and
questions I
take.
had and stuff. I forgot. Couldn't find my phone and it's with me. It doesn't get more dumb than that.
We got one.
Surprised I didn't know.
Yeah. You need a budget, Bob, or you got one? Okay.
That's the word. Cool. Very interesting. Wonderful.
Public comment, probably. We didn't have an agenda. Jackie normally puts one, well. It's for the legal one. We'll do it, let me do a public comment. Just be on the safe side.
Say two of them.
I remember that some kind of reason why I wasn't sitting down, so we're gonna be fucking.
Well, I've got 6 o'clock. We'll get started. Laura, you do a roll call, please.
Cook.
Here.
Cameron, here. Loomis,
Here,
Jarzell,
Here,
and Kind.
here.
do pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we'll start out with public comment. Any public comment? If not, I've got some questions I'd like to ask. And that is, who gets a 1099? So. Is it anybody get a 1099, Sharon?
Everybody gets one, the fire department,
We all get a 1099?
yeah, for tax purposes, you mean?
No, I'm talking about like for a private contractor or whatever. 1099?
Yeah, tax.
Yeah, for taxes.
Okay.
Isn't that if someone owns $600?
Yeah, $600 or more.
Okay.
Each individual fireman gets a 1099?
Yes,
They don't get taxes taken out?
yeah. What are you talking?
Oh,
You,
wait, do they get a monthly check, weekly check? or
they get
once
it
a year?
every 3 months, they get a check.
Every 3 months?
So what exactly is your question?
what I wanna know, do they get a 1099 like a private contract or anything over $600? Does anybody
They
get that?
get-
They get a W two.
You get a
Or
W-2.
W-2, I'm talking about 1099.
Oh, then I have no clue who gets a 1099. I don't fill those out. That would be Jackie would fill those
Jackie
out.
does? Okay.
I was thought you talking about
W-2?
W-2 forms. No.
No, 1099. So you don't know who gets them, okay? So we'll have to find that out.
Why are you asked? I mean, what is?
Well, whether they get, they get in a, budget as employees or private contractors,
Okay.
that's why.
1099 or.
Yeah, I know what they are. We give them
Yeah.
out for our farm.
Oh, yeah, Tommy gave me one
Right.
for
I
that
know.
property,
Mhm.
so we don't know, so we'll have to find out. Okay. The next thing I got is I've asked Sharon about, she made the comment, you said in March 16th, 2026, that we made a motion to average Carrie's hours out. Could you explain that?
I'll let Laura explain it.
Okay,
That's,
well, you made the comment, so that's why I'm
Well,
asking.
Okay, so Carrie is. She's basically paid to assist Jackie when Jackie has questions. So right now, we pay her. For the equivalent, it would be the equivalent of 3 hours every week. It comes out to, I believe, $60.05 each week.
that's her take home, I believe.
Yes, but so that's.
105. Is that on the expenditure? I'm just asking, on the expenditure at the end of the month, when you look at what you hand out on your. It has carry 6105, like 3 or 4 times listed on the
She gets
expenditure.
paid weekly.
She does get paid weekly, so that
Okay.
would be what that is.
Okay.
So you do keep track of the hours and stuff.
We don't keep track of hours. That's what we decided was,
Who decided?
that was what was discussed at the meeting. Remember when I looked back at
There's nothing in the minutes about it.
okay, that was what I was told was.
It was in the minutes. It said that she was going to get an hourly paid wage and it would be discussed as to how it would be distributed. And it was discussed, and that's what they came up with, an average. So she gets paid for 3 hours a week for any phone calls, anything that she gets. If she comes in when the auditor's here and she's here 7, 8 hours, she gets paid 3 hours for that week. It's an average consultant fee, just like we paid for our cemetery sexton when he had made over $600 a month and would take home $500 a month and then also get paid if he went down and did work at the cemetery. He got an hourly wage if he did any work, and he got a consultant fee for before that. So it's along those same lines of what we did when we had the
I
cemetery.
did check that. It looked like they did see us for 3 years after he retired as the head sexton, so they paid him monthly. And then he got paid hourly on top of that. So, I did talk to Jackie. She's said she's definitely more comfortable in her job, but she said she would like to retain Carrie for a little bit longer. I talked to Carrie. Carrie said she would be willing to drop it down to what would be the equivalent of 2 hours per week, but then she would charge hourly if she had to come up here and do anything. So
So after a year and a half, she don't know her job yet?
Robert, she helped.
No,
her
I'm
all the
asking.
time. I asked her.
No,
She said
she's been a
very
tremendous help, yeah.
You know-
There's stuff that Carrie helps her with
So
that
what-
happens once a year.
So what I'm saying, you said we agreed on this, but there's nothing in the minutes that we
This
even
was
agreed.
before I was even on the board.
There is in there, and I just explained that to you.
Well, you're gonna give me a copy of it, because I went through them twice and there's nothing there.
Sharon, do you know what month that was?
September 16th, 2024. It says the one-on-one, I'll read it. Just because I've been wondering about this also.
It's right there,
Oh,
right
thank
there in the minutes. That was never voted on.
Okay,
So I guess what I'm saying, how can we authorize payments to somebody when we never voted on?
We did authorize her to get paid
so
for her consultant fees.
Consultant pay for Carrie. Carrie and Jackie are done with one-on-one training for administrative assistant position. Now, the only time Carrie will be needed is for end of the month / year business. Carrie will be utilized as a consultant answering questions, phone or text. She will start receiving consultation pay. Carrie and Jackie will work out a system to keep track of the amount of time Carrie spends answering administrative assistant questions via phone and text. Her hourly rate will stay the same as it has been. And that is $20.35 according to the past budgets. And 3 hours times $20.35 equals 6105.
Okay.
So that's for your 3 hours.
Right, and that's what was decided on, the average amount, and that's what we do as a consultant fee. So why are you talking about this, Mr. Worth?
Just trying to get clarity on that.
Yeah, when actually, yeah, but this is his position. Yeah. So I'm stating that was my understanding, and they made an average, and this was a way to, so not having to keep track of she may call and talk for 10 minutes, she may call and talk for a half hour. And there's things that come up in this office. She had something that came up this past month that they had never had before and had to decide, how is this done? And it's much easier to have her talk to her and get it done correctly the first time than to try and do it how she thinks it might be and then have to correct it later. So it's for the township's advantage that we have Carrie as a consultant and to help when things come up that are not a weekly or monthly thing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, in order to average it out, don't you have to keep track of the hours?
We estimated, and that's what we came up
Well,
with.
how can you estimate if you don't know what the hours are?
Robert,
Yes,
this is what we came up as a paying system, and it's very similar to what you came up with for Mr. Hess. Did you know exactly how many hours Mr. Hess was going to be consulting with the cemetery?
I didn't know I brought that up.
I'm bringing that up because it's the
Okay.
same, that's comparing
Well,
apples.
what
to
I'm
apples.
saying is this consulting pay was never voted on by the board.
It was agreed upon, and it's in the minutes as it's agreed upon. We kept her on as a consultant. So are we gonna? What is your argument? What are you actually asking? Is it necessary?
What
This is how we paid
what
it.
I'm saying is, how did you come up with those averages? That's
I
what
already
I'm
told
asking.
you that
Okay, now where's the proof? Where's the hours?
Evidently, there was discussion between Jackie and Carrie and how Jackie felt in her job at the time, that what amount of help she might need. And they came up with it. And like, it's variable. If it's 10 minutes or half an hour phone call 4 times a month, or if it's once a month.
Okay, but what I'm saying, to come up with an average, you gotta have
So-
a history of hours.
okay,
correct?
so
But we didn't have a history at the,
Loomis, if
Yes.
you'd like to change how it's done, we can do that and
I'm
move
not
forward.
asking,
I'm saying that's how it's done and that's how it was decided on. And if you didn't agree with it, it's been going on for how many years?
We-
What, 2 years?
we never
So-
voted on. it.
So what do you want to do now? Have her return all the
No,
money?
no,
What are you talking about? I
Well,
mean,
I just asked for the hours so I can say that those were the proper.
we
average
figured an
amount.
average and that's what it was.
So where's the numbers that you figured?
Mr. Loomis, I do
Yes,
not have,
Mrs. Guyatt.
I do not have the exact numbers and I'm not going to argue about this because it's a moot
Well,
point.
basically, you don't have them.
Why
That's
would
what
I?
I'm saying.
Why would I? We
Well, to
averaged
come up
out,
with the average.
it's a consultant fee and that was the average that we came up with.
Well, she comes.
If you want to change it for the future, then let's talk about it in the future. But you picking on us and trying
Yeah,
to,
yeah, just ask for information.
all right. I don't have the
So it's
information.
166 hours a year, you're telling me?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So let's see if I got more questions. So we can agree it was never voted on, is that correct?
no, I don't agree with that.
Well.
It was
can you give me
agreed
proof-
upon at a
Can you give me
meeting.
proof that it was?
I'm not arguing this any longer. You're just wasting time and there's a lot to be discussed tonight. If you want to change it moving forward, then that's
I'm
your
not asking
decision.
to change it. I'm asking for information where it was passed by the township board to pay, to spend this money.
And evidently in those minutes that were just read, it was agreed upon by the board.
But it was never voted on, Luann.
Who was running that meeting?
Yeah,
Who was running it?
probably me, I guess. Yeah, I was there.
So
Yeah.
You didn't
So,
call for
okay.
a vote?
So,
Really?
really?
Wow.
So
It was
It-
never voted on, right?
it's
I don't-
not
Can we
an
agree
issue
to that?
now.
No, I'm
Why
not,
not?
I'm not, we can agree to disagree.
Okay,
I agree it was agreed upon.
okay. Well, I guess since there's no questions and no information, I guess we'll move right along. Okay, the first page, as everybody can see, is what I came up with. I don't know if anybody agrees or disagrees with that.
I would like to know how you came up with those numbers.
Oh, I came up with, you mean the top numbers?
Mhm.
Okay,
Are you talking the resolution that you're on right, top page?
yeah.
Okay,
What I did was the numbers that our accountant gave us for March 31st, 2025. That's the last numbers I had to go by. And also the revenue sharing that I expect to get, which is all documented. And the property tax that I expect to get comes up to $1,056,493. It's right there if you'd like it.
I see it here,
For-
yeah.
For the fire department, for the police department, refuge, weed control.
Okay, I get that.
Okay, what else would you like to know?
Well, it's good to know, it's good for all of us that, like me, I don't deal with this kind of stuff every day.
Okay.
And I appreciate having the information to know what exactly went in here to put these together.
So the expenditures, you have the funds all there.
Yeah, in what I did was what I expect to spend on the, like, say, the general fund, what I expect to spend, 790,000. As you can see, you got it right, I'm sure I do. Which is on page 9.
Mhm.
I'm looking at $790,080. That's what I got right there.
Okay,
So you want me to go through the rest of them?
well, I guess the ones I'm wondering the most about are the ones you don't have the numbers filled in,
Like what?
like wages and things like that.
That's because I've done it in the past, and whenever I come here, it all changes anyway, so why do I wanna? We might as well just do it tonight, and be done with it.
Well, what I'm asking, how did you come up with these numbers if the wages are not in them? That's my own. question.
Well, what it is a proposed budget. And let's say if we decide to give Jackie a $3 raise, then I'll have to go back and readjust.
So these will all change.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, most likely, yes.
Okay.
And basically what I do is I go through. Okay, the budget from 25 to 26. Okay, this is what we spent. And then I go the first 9 months of this fiscal budget year. Okay, where are we at? Do we need to add more or subtract more?
Okay,
Okay, so I guess I was gonna ask my question later, but it's tied right in with this, because at the thing, it says actual budget.
Yep.
Then we've got 24, 25. So this is the actual
Yes.
budget from 25.
Yes,
Then here we have our estimated budget from 25, 26.
that's what we agreed to last year.
That's what we agreed to, but we should have the majority of that. In order, to me, we're comparing apples and oranges, because then we have our proposed budget of 26, 27. So we don't have two complete, like, we need an actual budget from 2 complete years so we can see what we're really comparing. Our estimated budget is really no good. I mean, it's just estimated. And this is for all of it. I'm like, if you were doing an actual accounting, usually you would have 2 solid years. Most of the time, in my experience, you go back 3 years, you have few complete years. that you
This,
can
this
see.
is the way it's been done for years before I even got here.
Okay,
Okay, this is the actual budget. This is what we actually spent for 24-25.
Right.
This is the budget that we agreed to last year,
right,
and this is what I'm proposing for this year.
and I understand that, but I'm
Okay.
saying you can't actually create something from estimated and proposed. The only solid numbers we have are from 2 years ago. So like every other,
No, I can. And the simple reason is I go back and for 25-26, I look at the first 9 months. Okay, and that's what this here is, estimated.
that's the estimate, so this isn't.
And what,
So is this the estimated that we were,
no, what I do is this is estimated what we estimated last year.
right,
I look at the first 9 months, okay? Let's say if we overspend on one category, not the other, then this proposed budget, I'll either increase or decrease it.
okay, but I'm just saying with that, because. In order to actually come up with a proposed, you do, like, you know what the first 9 months. But there's no column for us to see to compare what.
You
came
can
up
get the
with.
same information I got from Jackie.
That's what I'm saying, so there should be
The
another
report,
column
the
so that we
report.
can figure it out, then we can see what actual, because this is actual for 1 year and estimated from another year and a proposed for a completely different year. There's no comparing apples to apples. It's comparing apples to oranges. You would have to have, usually,
No,
lots of places go back 3 years. They'll have like the 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24. And then you can move forward. with the
You know, you
actuals.
do have that information.
I do, that's why, but.
The actual? You do have actual for 21, 22, 22,
I'm
23.
just asking about this, because I've never seen a budget created like this, and I was confused by it last year, but I've only been on the board for 2 months. so
I've
I
been
just-
doing it for 9 years like that, and it's been done way before me, so I don't know.
Well, if she was,
I can redo it if you want me to. I'm not sure,
No,
so
I'm not
sure.
trying. I'm just.
I'm not so sure we'll get it done by April 1st, but I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Robert, are these numbers in the estimated column from the first 9 months, are those,
No, the estimated budget is what we passed last year.
So there's
okay,
no actual.
so there, this doesn't show what
No.
we spent the first 9 months or,
There's no actual there, but the first 9 months, I get a report from Jackie,
uh-huh.
and the first 9 months, okay, this is what we proposed. Is it way over or is it way under?
so where would we see that if it was way over or way under?
Yeah, that might be
The
what we're
report from
missing.
Jackie?
Because, I mean,
But
you're
we don't
asking
get
us
that.
to decide this when we don't see the numbers. This is a workshop and we can't see the numbers of what was actually spent. Are we over?
That's
or-
fine, I'll bring him back to you. I don't have a problem with that.
It would help us
I mean, we've
understand
never
how,
had a problem for 9 years, and all of a sudden it's a problem.
I'm not saying it's a problem, it would help me understand how close we were with our estimated last year and know if we're on target or not. If I could see, okay, 9 months, we spent 3/4 of what we thought, we're pretty close to our target.
I'll redo it for you. That's fine. I don't.
It's fluid. That's why you make budget amendments like you did last month.
Yeah,
For
but I,
publishing and that, you put another 5,000 in. For X, you guys did what?
But the thing is, you
$12,000
shouldn't have to do so many amendments. You should know what your budget's going to be, so you don't have to amend. And we've had, the amendments have been growing throughout the years, and it would be better to be able to budget it and say, okay, we spent this and this year, this and this year. We're estimating this, okay, it's going up. We need a better budget so that it's.
So
Never placed so many notices in the newspaper.
What? Oh, I
Notices.
understand that. I'm not talking,
why
that's not,
There's $5,000.
that's not what I'm talking about. There's other things.
So
though.
I could probably do a better job of a proposed budget if you can tell me exactly what's gonna happen April 1st till March 31st next year.
Basically, what we'd like is the last 3 years, so we can
I-
take care of those.
You got them. I gave them 2 years past.
Are they right here in front of me?
Wow. Have they ever been?
It would be nice if.
Have they ever been?
I didn't say they were. I'm asking for that information.
No, I can redo this all you want.
If you have last year's budget, I'll run copies and that way you can go back, you will have your 3 years.
I've got last year's budget with me.
What about the year before?
No, I just have last year's, because.
I don't have it with me, but I
Okay,
do have it.
that's what I'm saying is, that way you would have your status at a glance.
Any other questions? Do you want me to redo this? We can stop right now and I can redo it.
We have to go through this. There's a lot of other things that
Okay.
need to be talked about.
I'm just asking you for what you're asking for right now. Do you want me to redo it?
We'll see by the end of the meeting, won't we?
Okay, I'm gonna quick hand these out. I've got a couple handouts, stuff that I was going over. With the budget. Just with my particular stuff with elections and cemetery and stuff, and then I also have,
Just vary from what you gave me before.
so I just wanna make sure
Okay.
everyone had a copy.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that one?
Yes,
That's different. That was the one I updated. I told you I had to make a change. I went to the clerk's meeting, and at the clerk's meeting, I found out. In the past, the clerks have always had the Help Americans Vote grant, federal funding. That we get to help purchase election equipment. In 2027, we are going to have to buy brand new election equipment. And it's the HAVA grant is no longer available. And the state of Michigan has always tried to help. But in years past, they've had to put at least 100 million in that account. And as of right now, our governor has has budgeted 40 million. So less than half of what is needed. And we're not sure if that 40 million is going to be available. So basically what I'm saying is. Most townships were told to budget 25,000, but they have one precinct. We have one precinct and an AV counting board, which means we have two precincts. So we need to budget 50,000. So my numbers are gonna look a lot higher this year. She said there's a chance we might not need that much, but, so my thought was if we need 50,000 next year, if we can set aside 25,000 this year and put it in like a CD. Or something that it can, because we know it's just gonna sit there, I'm not gonna touch it for a year. I could at least be accruing some interest. I wasn't sure if that was a possibility. And then next year we just pull another 25,000. That way it's not 50,000 out of one thing. So that was,
why don't we, I think if I remember right, I'd have to go back and look, but didn't I take 25 out this year with the plans of taking 25 out next year?
no, originally what I had submitted to you was 25,000 total, and that was 12,500 for me to use this year for election for the office and operating expenses. So now that number has gone from 25,000 up to 37,500, so I have 12,500 for this year and 25,000 towards next year's election equipment.
Are you gonna use that 25,000 this year, for
No,
this budget year?
no, that's.
So
what I'm
why
saying,
do we want to budget for it?
because I don't want to pull 50 out of next year's.
What's it matter?
I just feel like that was a big, I don't run a whole township. I just know for my own personal finances, it would be more of a hardship to pull 50 grand out of next year. And if we had 25 and we could set it in a CD, I don't know, I mean, that could earn some money. So,
I don't agree with that, but I would say we plan on what you plan on spending this year, next year we'll pull it out, but that's only my opinion.
okay. And then if you guys want to look,
Let's go through this page by page if
Okay.
you don't mind, and then when we come to your stuff, we can.
okay. And guys, I did put, when I'm gonna be talking about things, like it'll say page number next to it at the top, like it says elections, page 16, for page 17, cemetery, page 18.
Thank you.
On the first page, pursuant is spelled incorrectly.
Pursuant,
Yep, page 1, right down there.
oh, okay, you know, that's been in there for years and.
And it's been.
We'll have to get it fixed.
Yep.
Okay, any more questions on page 1? On page 2. I'm happy to stay where I'm at. I don't feel I need a raise. That's my personal feel.
Well, as a whole, our township is grossly underpaid for
Compared to what,
compared to the MTA average of all the other townships in Michigan.
for the same, sort of same responsibilities.
Yep,
And they've all got Jackies.
some do, some don't. Some don't have any hours and they get paid
You
double.
got anything to prove that or?
I've been to courts meetings, I do know.
Everybody's got an office administrator.
They do? Or the other township don't?
Really?
Yeah.
Lots of smaller ones.
Yeah, because the people actually
Do the job.
do the job. They don't rely on an administrative assistant to cover the office.
I know you're not gonna take my word for it, but I pulled up the MTA average. Our averages, I did not print it out. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were gonna be so. I printed it out and it said that we are at the bottom end for everybody, all of our, wages. For,
Even when Jackie does all of our work, or some of our workforce,
yes,
oh. I'd like to see that,
well, I can get you the paperwork, but I don't have it at my fingertips right now.
okay?
But yeah, so we'll have for the supervisor, for all of us. And a lot of the reason is because there's been years when we haven't received any raise at all. And I do this as a career and I feel that I'm not doing that, and I'm doing this for the people as well, but I'm serious about what I do. And I do a good job and the wages don't reflect that, and the hours that I put in over and above, because there's a lot of issues that are coming forward that all of us have to be a part of with solar, with energy, with the, so I just feel that we are grossly underpaid, and it is according to the averages of the whole town, all the townships.
So what have you done for the residents to constitute a raise,
My job.
your job?
Mhm.
When she's here at 11 o'clock at night during tax season to get things done in a timely manner, she really does her job well. I mean, and I drive by and the light's on and she's at her desk. I mean, she doesn't let things lag. I don't believe any of us here do. When we have something that we need to check on, we do. We all get our information and bring it back and seem to be working together well.
I would like to see all three positions bumped up about $5,000.
Oh.
And
Really?
yeah,
Have your job at the school bumped up $5,000?
These are all part-time jobs. How many hours, when you average your hours for a year? Because your summer months, really, you guys don't work that many hours.
You don't know how many hours I put in at home. A lot of times just defending myself.
No, I'm not.
I'm saying there's a lot of knowledge that we need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And keep,
Well-
like you mentioned, keeping up with the issues with AI and the solar and the wind and what's coming next. And I mean, the MTA email, all of them every week, I'm going over them. And I don't have these extra things. As a trustee, I'm reviewing all this to try to keep on top of things for our township. Because it's going to come knocking on our door. We need to know ahead of time, what can we do? What can we not do? Be prepared, or is there nothing we can do because the state's taken over? But we have to be informed. So I do a lot of homework. I don't know if I need $5,000 worth of homework, but
So,
I do, I didn't ask for opinions. I'm making a statement, but I do put a lot of time
I
into
didn't say
this.
the trustees position. I meant the three
Oh, yeah.
that do the office work.
I ain't getting no $5,000, I can tell you that. Well, we were given a 5% increase last year and I feel that's sufficient. How many of our residents got a raise last year? And probably a lot of them are retired. How many of those got a raise?
So are you saying none of us get a raise this year? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, I don't need a raise. That's what I said.
I said, did you-
Supervisor right now.
Yeah, did you figure any raises in at all for anybody?
No, like I said, I figured we'd go over it tonight. So I'm happy with what I get.
these aren't always that been part-time jobs.
Robert, Bob, you
So
don't
many
realize the amount of hours that I put over and above. And how many hours I put in preparing for meetings and other information.
Many
If you
other
want-
townships are all part-time jobs.
If you want quality people, you gotta pay for people. So okay, go ahead. You don't want to raise. Okay.
No, absolutely not.
Okay,
Cause I don't feel I done enough last year to constitute a raise.
well, okay, I'm agree with that.
And I'm happy what I get. I didn't, this is not my career.
Okay, I was not.
And I don't think these jobs are meant to be a career or make a living.
That's your opinion.
Yeah,
You're welcome
you're
to that.
absolutely right.
You're welcome to that.
I don't
opinion.
think they ever have been. You're just trying to make them a career.
So-
Okay, so how many hours do you put in?
What's that got to do with it? I guess I don't really keep track of my hours, probably most of the time. Oh, I don't
Your-
know,
your time-
14 a week.
If your time isn't worth anything, then
No, I give,
donate it all back.
I don't want to donate it. I don't want it. Why do I want to donate it back?
Which apparently your time isn't worth anything.
No, I just said I don't feel I need a raise.
I guess for 12 hours a week, that is a lot.
No, I know it is. That's,
But
I'm
Robert,
happy
you're
with
not,
that.
you're not giving yourself credit for the extra meetings that you have to attend on the township's behalf. You
Sure.
have to go to the
Luann,
rotation.
I'm happy with what I get, okay?
Okay.
Let's leave it at that.
Let's move on.
Okay, the clerk,
I would like a raise.
okay,
I looked back at the other budget, and it said 13,000. But then I'm looking at this and this only says 1275.
I got that wrong.
I don't know.
I think the 13,000 as a budget is not what he puts as the salary. In case there's like, they never match, and I'm not sure
Okay.
why,
Because we expenditures.
over above, yeah,
Above beyond the office and
right,
yes,
but
that's where that all that comes from.
but there's other things listed separately, so.
Vintage 16.
Let's see here.
That's interesting.
Do you got last,
Something down there.
yeah, look at last year's budget and see what we,
Looks like 1275 is what.
that's what I got.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a 5% raise last year.
Okay.
Like I said, I think we're grossly underpaid, so
Well, I guess that's an opinion, but
It's not an opinion.
sure it is.
No,
No, I was.
she looked up the stats.
Where they at?
The stats are from
Jackie's
MTA.
position. And then take that money and divide it up.
so you're saying that if she gave Laura a 5% raise, she's gonna get $603.75 more for 12 months.
That was 6% figures up to?
605.
So she's gonna get $50 more a month. Basically,
When we based our taxes on 2.7%, why you get 5%?
Well, our taxes are already way too high. The wages are already way too low.
What,
So when you have two different scales you're going from. You can't. The wages are way underpaid.
well, like I say, that's a matter of opinion, but
Based on what?
by MTA's,
Let's not talk about MTA.
MTA's average,
That you guys put in.
MTA's average pay for our positions,
How many hours do those averages work?
it's on the report, some of them are on the report, so, but I did not.
Is
So,
it true in the past, because Gary's told me this, there's been a month in the summer where you never came in and she's had to sign all the checks.
you know what,
herself. Was that
I've
true?
never missed a month of here,
Thank you for answering that.
you're
Thank you.
welcome,
Thank you.
I've never missed a month. And maybe a week if I'm on vacation.
I'm just asking, because.
Okay,
This one,
so-
Gary told me was true.
Well, I have never missed a month,
Okay.
the whole 17 years I've been here, as you pointed out.
Good.
well, I guess with the state saying that the rate of inflation and stuff, the taxes went up 2.7%. I think 5% is way out of the range.
Oh, I do not
I
agree.
think with all the changes that have been going on with elections and everything else that the clerks had to handle, I think 5% is perfectly. Well, it's below what's reasonable, but it's better than, she definitely deserves it. I would I would consider 5% at the minimum.
I would like the 5%.
I think it needs to be more than that.
I agree.
I think she's worth 15,000 a year.
Holy shit.
Please don't swear at the table.
We can table this and I can just take a poll of all of the clerks in Tuscola County.
We can do whatever you wanna do, but if this ain't in place by March 31st, we can't pay bills. So we'll do
This
whatever
is-
you wanna do.
Or we
This
can vote
budget
her a
meeting
raise.
normally is done at the beginning of March, but the
Did you ask why it wasn't?
the supervisor who only puts in 3 hours a day, 3 days, no, thank you. 3 days a week.
No.
Anyway, no, thank you. This is not public comment, excuse me.
No, but you're totally wrong.
You don't know what I work at home.
I didn't ask you what you worked at
So,
home.
so you can't tell Mr. Cook the answer, so
Cause it varies. I don't worry about it.
thank you very much.
Watch yourself down here. You look like asses. You sound like asses.
Wow.
So,
Angry little German.
No, wow.
so here we go. The average for a clerk goes from $15,000 to $22,000. Thank you, Tommy, for bringing this up. The average for a supervisor, let me see, that was on a different page. No, that,
And they all got the same responsibilities.
Yes, if you look in the books that MTA puts out, they all have the basic same responsibility.
They got Jackie doing part of the job.
yep, they do.
Oh, okay.
For the supervisor, it goes anywhere from $10,200 to $28,000.
See, I'm right.
For a trustee, it goes, or the treasurer goes from $13,400 to $30,000.
For
a
a trustee,
A treasurer.
treasurer.
For a clerk, it goes anywhere from $14,400 to $33,302. So we are very much underpaid, and that is the averages of all the townships in Michigan. So you are trying to say, so the other thing that these things are the taxable values that people get, the wages get put on, a lot of times figured on. Our taxable values are 153,902,202. I'm sorry, I don't know what this is. So these other townships, our Arvilla Township gets paid a lot more than we do. Their taxable value is 93,796.02. Our taxable value for Millington Township is 153,902,202.
A million.
I'm sorry, 153 million. So we have the highest taxable value and we are the lowest paid people.
But they also cover Jackie's job. You gotta remember that.
Saying that, but not all of them do.
No, but Arvila does. You use that for an example.
But you got Vassar, you got Tuscola, all of these they are all different. So I'm just saying, we are grossly, even if we were at the bottom of the barrel, would be nice. I get
It'd
paid.
be a huge increase. And if you were at the bottom of the
Yeah.
average.
It tells
Well,
you
you
the
increase
percentage
your hours.
and you're like 49% of what?
Yeah, 49% of what the other townships averages. So the amount of information that we need to know and what we look into, and I do take my job very seriously and I research things. I am prepared for meetings every month. I spend a lot of times, 6 hours on the weekend, on Sunday, reading all the information that is given to me. And there's a lot of times people that arrive here that are not prepared and didn't know anything about anything until they sat down at this table.
One thing that concerns me, Robert, is that by you saying, I don't think I deserve more, it concerns me that it appears that you don't place a value on your position, and that can't possibly be true.
Is that
But
right? You really believe that?
No, I'm saying that's what it
Oh, you're just
appears.
talking.
No, it appears to anybody out there, if you say, oh, no, I don't need a raise, I don't do enough to deserve it. Yes, you do. If you're doing your job as a supervisor, you definitely deserve a raise.
Unless he's happy where he's at.
So. I would like to see Laura go up to 15,000. I would be nice if I would be up to 11,000. And I think the trustees, they're right, pretty much in the ballpark, but at least get their 5%. If they're comfortable with that.
I'm good where I am. But I agree with the.
I feel we need
other two.
to keep them averages going up, because when the next person comes into office, it has to be worth their while to run and to do all this. We could put the trustees up to 35 would be nice.
Or $8,000 to do the trade. It's a joke.
I think it shows that every,
So it's a 25% raise, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, it's time to start
Okay.
getting paid what we're.
it shows that people in this office have done a good job, both the clerk and the treasurer and the office together, because things like our audits have come out well. Everything that needs to be done to please the state, to make sure we're doing the job properly, has been done properly because of the work of the people that are in those
So what
positions.
you're proposing, Sharon?
So Robert, you're
Yes.
below average at 63% from the average, your pay.
I'm.
And
Don't even.
Laura's is below 74% and mine is below
I
49%
just ask
of
you
the
what
average.
you feel.
You guys realize how much Jackie carries this on? It's asking.
Mhm.
So
what are you proposing for
I
11,000?
11,000 is what I'd like, but I mean, if the others don't agree, that's fine.
Do one page at a time, so follow your cadence.
He's the one in
So-
charge, Mr. Porter.
So, the clerk, what are we gonna do there?
15,000.
Everybody agree with that?
Yes,
Maybe we'll, you wanna vote on it right away?
We can't vote on these yet. These are just a workshop. We're just putting down the numbers.
What are? The vote lines for, is that? for
We
wage?
can't do that. This is a budget workshop. You can't vote on the at the workshop. So because everything has to be written out and properly done before we vote on it, and all these, there's a lot of numbers that aren't in here.
Okay.
I guess what I'm saying, do I put this in the budget?
If you guys have another meeting
Mhm.
Monday,
Monday or Tuesday?
yeah, Monday or Tuesday. To approve it.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
Like I said, normally this budget is done early March, but
Did you ask why it wasn't done?
you already said it wasn't done.
Why wasn't it done?
You're the supervisor. I don't know. It's your job.
Well, you keep
That's-
making that comment.
well-
Why wasn't it done? Because I did not get the information. Then we put it in the paper. You gotta wait 15 days. Remember me saying that?
Other years it's been done.
Well, I realize that, but if
And
I
you
don't
know,
have the
and you know what? And
information.
do you reach out to the people and say, hey,
Oh, West Side, you wanna see the emails?
I gave.
You wanna see the
So,
email? I didn't say
Oh,
you.
you did it.
You don't wanna know.
yes, I agree that the clerk's wage should be up to 15,000.
Are we moving on?
Just a minute. Okay. On page 5, trustees.
How about four?
Didn't we get 4?
Yeah, we did.
I thought they said 11,000.
Yep.
Okay.
I heard that number tossed out. I didn't know that that's what it.
Number 5. Trustee.
I think 5% would be good. If we took them up to 3,535 would be about 5%.
How much? 35?
35.
Everybody happy with number 5? Cause I gotta put these numbers in the new budget, so if you're not happy, let me know.
Which number are you talking about? Are we happy with?
The wages,
For
the
the
30,
wages.
The 35.
Mhm.
Well, all of them so far.
Okay, yes.
Gerald just said he was okay where he's at, so it's still.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you okay where you're at?
I think they're.
I need enough to cover my
Good.
co-pays, my medical co-pays, so I would be pleased to have a little raise.
Okay. You,
5% is
Whatever.
not,
If we, what if,
okay. I guess we're on page number 6. I don't know if anybody proposed budget, this is what's gonna cost to fix the drives at the cemetery this year. And the way this works is 1 year we do the cemetery, the following year we do the at the parking lot of township. And so this year we do the cemetery, and this is the budget or figure that I got. Park, we agreed 18,000. Road repair, seem like we're always short on that, so I increased that. Roadside mowing, I increased that because we were short on that. The refuge, I feel that we can go with 240 because we got a little bit of a cushion there,
how do you figure the cushion?
okay?
we have,
On page 5 or 6.
Refuge claim per household.
okay.
I just have a quick question on the roadside mowing.
Okay,
Didn't he only have to do it twice this year?
no, he done it 3 or 4 times.
Okay, I thought this was the
No, he
year.
done it 3 or 4 times.
Okay,
My question with the refuse is I thought our cost went up every year between, that's what Jackie told me, that every year with the public.
Yep.
So
And as of our CPA audit. At the end of 24-25, we had $153,015. Last year, or I should say this budget year, I'm proposing, this is on page 12.
okay.
I'm proposing we're gonna gain $17,854. That's $170,000 that we should end up with.
How come we are in the negative on our, when we do our
Negative?
treasures, we are in the negative on that. So,
Numbers don't show that.
if you look in the treasurer's report, we're down 130,386.55. So, when you take the, I guess I'm. So when we pay the bill. It's $29,076.82 per month. Times 12 months. Is $348,921.84. Is that correct?
What was your number, Sharon?
So we pay the monthly average $29,076.82. If you times that times 12, it's $348,921.84. And we have 131,333 residents that's figured on. So if you divide that by the households, 1,333, it's costing us before $261.75 a household per month.
How much do you have in the refuge fund right now, extra?
We're actually below because we don't have enough in there. We'll have to do another budget adjustment. We're like $10,000 short from the budgeted amount to pay that. So I'm not, that's why I'm asking Mr. Loomis where he's getting his figures that we have more than enough. Because I've been concerned about this negative balance for refuse on our treasurer's report. So my figures show that in the fund, there's $18,678.80 left in the fund.
How much?
Left in the fund is $18,678.80. And the bill is $29,077.58. So that leaves us over $10,000 short.
Okay, as of March 31st, 2025, we had $153,015 in there.
And that's not as far as the funds when you look.
It's right here from the auditor.
I'm saying what the fund.
Well, I guess we could
said
increase it, but this is what I go by.
Well, it must be wrong because right now in our treasurer's report, we're $130,000 to the negative.
Oh, what do you want to increase it to?
What do you think, Bill?
That's what I'm asking. He makes budget adjustments, but even that, if he takes it out of contingency, there's not enough.
Have we made budget adjustments on the refuge?
I don't know, have you?
Nope.
Okay, then there's not enough to cover it. And so all these years that we haven't had enough to cover it, we're going in debt. We're we're off.
So the
budget.
auditor's wrong, you're telling me.
I'm saying I'm going by the numbers in my computer.
Okay, I'm going by the numbers that the auditor gives me.
Do you check them with a
As
number?
of 01/31/2026.
It's our contract with Republic.
This might be the last year, but I'm not positive.
No, I think we got 3 more.
Oh, we have 3? Okay.
How long ago did we start with them?
I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, and I think it was a 5-year contract.
Okay. And Jeremy said the cost goes up every year, so we started 2 years ago with the 240 and the cost is
Okay,
going up every year.
According to the report, the revenue and expenditure report that Jackie run me for 1/31/26, there should be one more quarter left. We've only used 74.35% of the budget.
Well,
It's right here.
here's the year to date. The budget, amended budget, 302,803.56. Year to date balance, 283,405.72. What's left in the budget is
What date
19,397.84.
said?
It is period ending 3/31/26.
3/31 is not here yet.
Well, it won't put any numbers that haven't been written out. I'm just saying, that's what's left and we have,
And you're using 93% of the budget. Budgeted money.
I'm
Am I correct
saying,
with that?
this is,
Right here. Budget use 93%, almost 94.
right, but we have another one to pay. We're gonna be,
Another one to
Listen.
pay, that's the end of the fiscal year.
what I'm saying, Robert, that we are behind in our budget from other years. You put it in the budget, but that doesn't mean the funds are there because you're not putting enough funds from the people into the checking account. from the taxes.
Sharon, I'll put it whatever you want, but according to our audit, we got 153,000
Well-
in that fund as of March 31st, 2025.
In the fund, in the computer and on the treasurer's report, we're
I'll
down.
make it.
Okay, let's just take the basic funds of what the bill is a month, okay? Can you do that? $29,076.82. Times that times 12 and divide it by 1,333 residents. That is what we need to collect to pay for this contract. That comes out to $261.14 to break even. That simple math.
What number did you say?
You take the monthly bill of 29,076.82,
Okay,
okay, times 12. And that will give
that's a
you,
monthly bill?
this is every month, we pay 29,076.82. You times that times 12, it's $348,930.96. If you divide that by the amount that we're being billed, this 1,333 residents, that comes out to, we need to collect at least $261.14 to break even. And that now, if in years past, they have put on a surcharge for fuel. We are paying that currently. I don't know if that'll come up, but that could be, make it more.
Well, my actual figures don't show that, but what do you want to make it at?
She just gave you the numbers, do the math, and then you'll know. For your
Well, I'm
own-
just asking, you
for
don't
your
want
What would you like to make it at? Would you like to
240.
then be going the negative again?
We're not going to negative. We got a surplus, 153,000.
No, we're down 103,000.
Just need to correlate your numbers between you.
Well, you know what? It'd be nice if he would actually ask me to come up and work with him a little bit, but I just get emails. So the communication is terrible. I agree. But we need to at least collect $262 a month from,
You want to make it 270? Is that what you want to make it?
what do you want to make it?
I just told you, you're not listening.
I will check.
Somebody needs to check with the auditor.
262
You want to make it 262? Okay,
or 265, whatever you want to do, but you have a lot to make up.
it's not the way the auditor shows, but hey, I guess maybe he's wrong. Okay,
Robert, it's just plain and simple if you follow the math.
And
You
this-
gotta collect this
I'm
much.
sure he probably don't do it plain simple.
Okay,
Okay, 262, secretary's salary, go ahead.
I did throw out on the second page of the first proposed budget, page number 2 at the very top. I gave the raise that we gave for last year, and then what my proposed schedule is for possibly the next 5 years. When Carrie left, she had been here for a while, but she had moved we said $21.35. So Jackie at that time will have been here for like 6 years, I believe, and we'll have her up to $20 if we stay on this schedule. Last year, we gave her a $2.50 an hour raise. This year, I would like to give her $1 an hour raise. So it's gonna go from $17 to $18 an hour.
I think for everything she does, and I think she knows most of her job, probably not all of it. I'm gonna propose $20 an hour.
I think we should stick to the schedule that Laura has. She's got it figured out and has talked
Okay.
to her about it, and they're in agreement with it.
Jackie sold herself short.
Sure she did.
You guys realize how Jackie, if Jackie were to leave your mom,
We would be just fine.
Okay, what's everybody agreed to? I want 20, they want, she cut 18, what's everybody want?
I'm sure Jackie would be happy to take more if you want to get from.
I think she's well worth, I mean, she does
I'm not
everything,
saying she's not worth it. I'm just trying to figure out.
I mean, 2 years ago. Carrie made 235 or 2035.
Right?
So she does everything that Carrie does. If not more,
How come?
So why
she
wouldn't
gets
she
a
be
full
with it?
consulting fee then? Why does she need to be consulted if Jackie knows everything?
I don't think she does.
Perfect point. She should be unpaid. Jackie still has to do year of end. Month end is not as bad, but year end is still. I mean, if we kept Steve on for full pay and he got paid hourly, I don't think keeping Carrie on for a little bit.
Isn't that because we had a rollover of people?
I don't know. I was.
That's the way it was when I was here.
Well,
He was
yeah,
treating
he got,
Very
in the
simple time.
past, forward.
Gerald, what do you think? What's your thoughts? Anything?
20.
Let's split, yeah. Go 19.
19.
I'd be happy to work at 19.
sounds good.
19, it is. Okay, this section salaries. We only get 3%.
I'm not used to budgeting things. I threw the 3% out there, because I knew Larry had gotten the raise the year before, and I know Terry is going to be switching this year because he turned 62. So we're gonna be playing with he's not gonna be getting like a salary, he'll be working hourly when he gets close to his birthday. Because he'll be drawing social security, and so we want to keep it within the legal amount of money that he can make. So he's already requested that we change him from salary to hourly when we get close to his birthday.
When's his birthday?
It's not till October.
Okay.
So we're gonna go hourly for Terry.
Right now, we're gonna keep it salary, but we're gonna have to make the change when it gets closer to his birthday.
When did you say his birthday was?
I'm checking, I think it's
October.
September or October.
And he can make 20,000 a year.
I've got a lot of stuff on my calendar. It's not sticking up to me. It's September, October.
I think that's actually went up to like 24 now.
Well, if you want to give him a 5% raise,
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that.
So that'd be 630
mhm.
and 550. If I'm thinking right.
Okay.
The number one child.
No, it would be like 5%, it'd be like 520.
520.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. 525. At 630, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, the cleaning lady, they had this wrong, well, I shouldn't say I had it wrong. I guess I did have it wrong, but anyways, last year, and the way I did this is she cleans the office. It's $40 a week. She cleans the police department, it's $20 a week. She cleans the fire department every other week at 70. So I figured she gets $95 now a week. Cause I took 40 plus 20 plus half of 70, which is $95. Jackie and I talked about it. We'd like to see her go up to $50 for the office. $30 for the police department and $80 for the fire department, but like I say, that'd be every other week. And so weekly, she would get $120 to do all three the office, the police department, and the fire department. Everybody's in agreement with that? That's fine or not?
Yes.
Let me know.
And she's still doing the fire department every other?
Every other week.
Is that right though, 120? Over the,
It would be 80 and so that would be 160, and then, but that would be,
what was the,
so. we-
For the office, I'm proposing $50 a week.
okay,
And for the police department, $30 a week.
okay,
And for the fire department, every other week, $80.
Well, I know when she does this office, it doesn't take a long time.
I'm just trying to understand, that's $50 a week raise she's gonna get? She makes 70.
No, it's
she's going to
$35.
120?
$35.
Okay.
And it's not even a.
Yeah, it is a week.
yes.
Cause he's averaging the fire
Okay.
department.
Yeah.
Cause she only cleans that every.
Every other.
Every other, but like $40 for.
What's everybody think? Yes, no, maybe?
I think it's almost based.
Yes.
We'll make it 120. Everybody's happy with that. Okay, the police fund, at the end of March 31st, the auditor said we had $382,376 in that fund. I'm proposing at the end of this contract, or this fiscal year, we'll have $385,153. Seems like we're making headway, but
So how much are you saying? How much are you budgeting for the sheriff's contract?
$248,364.
So we pay them $9,224.59 a year.
Well,
No,
that's,
don't. Okay, more than that.
I mean, not a year, I'm sorry. I believe
well, you
this
gotta
is
figure
monthly.
that's a contract. That's what the contract.
For a month. This
Yeah.
is an actual bill,
Okay,
$9,224.59. So it's $110,695.08.
So that cannot be a complete bill.
No, this is from
I
January of 2026.
I guess, I gotta rephrase that. I figure we're gonna get $248,364 in taxes. Or millage that we get. The actual cost for the police contract service is $217,000.
So should we just,
And plus the operating supplies and
yeah,
it'd be
there's a lot.
$242,875. That I'm proposing.
What page are you on, please?
I'm on page 11.
Thank you.
We, does this say that, we paid
It-
244,000 here?
You mean for actual?
For
that year?
24, 25, yeah.
Yes, that's what the actual cost was.
So the costs not going down.
Yeah, why are you proposing that we go down in the budget? Cause when there's more overtime or anything like that,
Well, there's not more overtime. Matter of fact, there's some days that we never got coverage for.
I'm saying when they have to get coverage and it happens to be an officer, it costs us more. So I don't want to get in the same boat as our refuse by lowering the millage.
I don't think you have to worry about that because you got $382,376 as of March 31st, 2025.
Your fund balance?
And so Marcus has got down here.
So the police fund I have, yeah, we have, and I, on the treasurer's report, $203,007. What do you have?
What's that?
I have $203,007 in on the treasurer's report for the police fund.
The treasurer's report?
Yeah, the one we get at every meeting.
Well,
Every
I thought you
month.
told me that.
Yeah,
These numbers are higher than. Like 382.
I know, but there, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to check with the auditor because something's not jiving.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what the auditor's got down here.
Okay.
I don't know what you got, but I assume he's right. He's always been right in the past, but maybe he's not.
Are you proposing just keeping it at the 1.9?
Well, what, no, it was 2.1.
No,
Wasn't
it
it?
was 1.9 last year.
Oh, okay. So what,
And I propose we go down to 1.7.
I think we need to keep it 1.9. I would not like to go down.
So we're gonna bankroll the money.
We're gonna make sure we have enough funds in there in case that there's a catastrophe and we need a year's worth of funds that we're not gonna get.
382,000. I think you got plenty. You got more than a,
Good,
you got a year
good.
and a
I'm
half.
glad. I wanna take care of my township, make sure they have police coverage.
Okay, I guess we'll bankroll the money.
Taxes aren't collected, it puts bank.
I know that, and that's when you kept saying that about the refuse fund when you were the supervisor, and now we're in a fund. Now we're below. And then maybe you weren't the supervisor, you might have been a trustee.
Like I said, somebody's numbers are off. You guys need to figure that out.
I'm going by what the auditor said, Bob, so,
I understand. I'm not saying either one of you are wrong.
and that's what I've always done in the
You
past.
need to come up with who's,
Mhm.
where you at.
Any other, we're gonna keep it 1.9. Does everybody wanna do that?
Yes,
Okay. Now the fireman's pay.
Well, don't need some full trails and trails, but then this,
Well, that's,
bottom of page.
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Doug. 194 for Murphy Lake weed control. And Rails and Trails, we agreed to $5,000.
You think that stayed the same every year?
Yeah, we signed a contract.
Okay.
And I understand you're gonna take over the I didn't quite understand that, but you guys are gonna take over the no, okay,
No, we're gonna keep
Oh.
the same. What had happened was when I took over everything,
uh-huh,
I didn't understand. Something got messed up
okay,
and we ended up having to pay this late. We didn't know, but now that I've dug into this with no heels, I got to the bottom of how it was set up. And it was supposed to be given to the township to be paid out of this, and we did not know this,
okay.
so.
I know that's the way it's done in the past, and Jackie said something about you guys wanted to do it yourself.
Well, I didn't understand.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, well, what are you talking about, Jackie? When you called me on it, I just didn't understand, and now that I dug into the whole thing, I'm like, I've been messing up.
No, that's fine, I just want some
It was-
clarification.
It was my fault, you know,
Yeah,
you learn every day.
so the Murphy Lake Weed Control, Marcus has got. The CPA's got, they had a $27,889. Extra in their fund. And at the end of this one, I figured they're gonna have 18,759. And realize that by the time it gets there, it'll be different. The actual cost. That's on page 13, Gerald.
Got it.
Okay.
I made it there.
I'm sorry. Should have told you. So I think you're good enough to just keep it the same, $194. Okay, moving right along. So this is where I got a problem. Is. We're paying people per year and this is not allowed. I got a hold of Catherine,
Picture you on?
page 7 for the firemen.
Okay.
I'm just explaining because we got 4 people here per year. And I got a hold of Catherine Mulhart and she says, I don't know what the board means by stipend. But if a person is paid as an employee for one position, the IRS will expect them to be paid as an employee.
Who are you talking about, or what
The
position are you talking
firemen,
about?
the firemen right now, because they are considered employees. And it says, and in Michigan, employees must be paid no less than monthly or bi-weekly or weekly, whichever your current pay period is. So we gotta pay them at least monthly, not yearly. I checked with Marcus and he agreed with the same thing, and I also checked with a CPA I know. And he said, no, if they're considered employee, they gotta be paid monthly.
So who exactly are you speaking of? What?
Fire chief, assistant fire chiefs, the 2 captains and the 2 lieutenants.
Okay,
It says per year, so we gotta break that down per month.
okay, what about, we pay our firemen every 3 months. Are you stating that that has to be every month?
I'm telling you what Catherine said.
Well, I'm asking you. does
Yeah,
this-
yeah, that's what it's saying.
You're saying that they have to do the reports every month.
It says in Michigan, employees must be paid no less than monthly. Or bi-weekly or weekly, whichever your current pay period is.
And did you specify that they were fire department?
No, but they are employees.
I'm asking you.
No,
Some
I
things
didn't.
are special on-call fire departments are
Well,
different. Did you specify?
No, I didn't.
Okay. I'd like that clarified.
Okay.
Because to prepare those reports. I just know that the person that prepares the reports prefers to do it quarterly.
Well, I'm just going by what the law says, so.
But we need all the, like she said, firemen on some of this, all these new tax things that just came up, firemen were listed differently. It would be good to clarify that point with Catherine.
Well, I'm looking, they're considered employees on our payroll report. And that's the answer I got from her.
Would you please
I sure
call
will.
and clarify if that's for fire departments as well?
Okay.
Volunteer fire
We'll
department.
do that.
Volunteer on-call fire departments. And you will need to specify volunteer on call.
I will do that,
Thank you very much.
no problem. So what do we wanna do as far as our wages?
That's just a clear item anyway. they're
Right.
clear to pay.
Yeah,
Well, the only thing is, when I do the final budget, I'm gonna have to know if it's weekly, or I mean monthly. Or weekly, what are we gonna pay it? Right now, it's yearly.
Right, which
On
would, I
page
think,
7.
I think would be fine, right? We could just break it down 12 when we pay them. Or not,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean.
Cause if we pay them
Just
every
divide-
3 months
just-
right now,
Just divide it by 12.
right, I agree.
so our lieutenants, you're gonna divide $300 by 12. And they're gonna get a little check for that.
It's not my rules.
I didn't
And
say
I
it
will-
was,
and I-
Robert.
and I
You
will
arguing with me?
I will find out. So let's say these yearly ones, what do we wanna do with them? And if Catherine comes back, I will split it up, divide by 12. Is that fair enough?
Yeah. I was done.
Okay,
I would think you could just leave it like that, and then you just pay them every month.
it's okay with me.
I mean, you could. Because that's what we're doing right now. We have a yearly pay, but she's paying them every 3 months, right?
She,
Well,
what-
actually, they're getting paid they're getting a year.
the officers get paid once a year.
Well, they do.
The officers get paid once a year.
Okay.
And then all of the hours that they work and the reports that they do, those get paid every 3 months quarterly.
Well, we'll get some special or some answers on that.
So I guess what Robert is asking, do we want to pay him more per year for the jobs they are doing?
And if Catherine comes back, say, no, you gotta pay them once a month, I'll divide it by
Let's
12.
talk that. Let's just talk about what they're gonna get
I'm
paid.
talking to
please.
Gerald.
Let's just
I'm not
talk.
even talking to you, I'm talking to Gerald.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. So what do we wanna do for the fire chief? He's 5,100 right now.
5250.
5,250.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It kind of goes up by.
Everybody happy with that?
Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less.
Yes, no, or?
Yeah, that seems right.
Okay, there's 2 assistant fire chiefs. They're $900 a year right now.
What? I know that the fire chiefs are starting to. They're getting more responsibilities put on them, so that,
They all have to have a lot more training
yes,
being fire chiefs, captains,
yes, all the officers are getting more
Mhm.
put onto them
Mhm.
to take
I
away.
agree.
Because the chief was doing everything. Now they have to,
Mhm.
so.
Do you wanna go?
Let's give him 1,000.
Be happy with that?
Yes.
There's 2 of them, of
Right.
course, but 2 captains, $500 a year.
Go to 600.
Yeah, go to 600.
Two lieutenants, $300 a year.
400.
Say 400?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the fire chief per hour, $17.
I don't know, what is the,
So if they come to a call, they get paid for an hour
Mhm.
for every call they come, whether and then if they're here more than an hour, they get paid per
They
hour.
get this every year, and then every hour they get,
okay,
that's all that works.
um. I don't know, what do you guys think?
18,
Okay.
Yeah,
happy with that, Laura?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 2 assistant fire chiefs.
They have the same duties if they're the ones on a call as the fire chief would. 18.
Okay. The two captains per hour,
Same, keep them the same.
what'd you say?
Want to keep them all the same like they are? 18. 18.
Two lieutenants,
17.
17. And a fireman's wages is at $15 an hour right now,
16.
16.
Yeah.
And the fireman meetings, $13 for each meeting.
That's okay, that's a per meeting,
Mm-hmm.
14.
Sure.
And the state mermaid reports per report, $5. I don't know how many reports he does, but
This is all the reports that all of them are filling out for the each
State,
incident.
I think so, yeah.
there's state reports that they have to do. $6.
Okay. Any other questions on page 7?
Are you gonna finish going down the lines? Did I miss
It's
the extra help and cemetery and all that? Did I miss?
No, this is
that?
page 7.
It's
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, the administrative,
we're on page 8, right?
yeah, I'm sorry, page 8. I think we decided $2 more.
Mhm.
Will be 19. Border review.
And what is that? Is that the 3 people that do the border review? No. Okay.
They get an hourly wage,
You get an hourly wage of 16. Hmm?
I say we can bump them way back because they don't lower my tax in here.
I hear you, Gerald.
Well,
No, that's
Wow.
because I don't even waste my time going anymore.
But I think what helped with that, Bob, was we put on the taxes now approximately how much are gonna go up.
Right.
You know, I think
Right.
that helped a lot.
Absolutely.
So. Whatever, let's bump them up a buck.
A buck,
Yep.
that'd be 17. Extra help. Hourly, now these are all hourly,
Okay, well, the minimum wage did go up
Hmm.
13.75 now. So
13, that's what minimum wage is right now?
minimum wage is 13.75 this year, and as of 2027, it's going up to $15 an hour.
Hmm,
And that takes place in January, so we might, I don't know if that needs to,
what takes effect in January?
the minimum wage for 2027 takes effect in January.
That's 15,
Yep, that'll be 15 this coming
so
January.
we gotta meet that, right?
Yep, but right now we're at 13.75. It already went up to that
Okay.
this January.
So you wanna bump it up $2, make it 15, that way we'll be in compliance for 27.
That sounds good.
same with cemetery help.
Yeah,
Cleaning person, Vernon don't want, correct?
Yes.
okay, the cleaning person per week, I think we agreed on 120.
Yes.
And this figure here is wrong to 70, it should have been 95. So it'd be 20, 35. Planning Commission. What do you think, Gerald?
Keep them the same.
This is per meeting. The chairman and the secretary gets, right now they get $62 per meeting.
Yep, they do a lot of work for that $62 too. I'm not gonna comment on this one.
You understand?
Yep.
What do you think, Luann? You used to be on the planning commission. What do you think it's worth?
Well, they have a lot going on right now with redoing the ordinances and keeping up. Maybe $2. I don't know.
$2?
Yeah. Does that sound fair?
Everybody happy with that?
You're doing,
Okay, the others on the planning commission right now is $48.
make them 49.
49.
Yeah,
Zoning Board of Appeals, the chairman and secretary, right now it's 62. You wanna go to 64 again on that?
Yeah,
And that's per meeting.
yes.
Yes. Zoning Board of Appeal, the other ones right now they're 48. Go to 49 like we did the planning commission.
Sounds good.
yeah, sounds fair.
Deputy supervisor, right now it's $16.
We just set that, so why don't we keep it there?
What's that?
I said we just set that, so why don't we keep it there?
Okay. Deputy treasurer and deputy clerk, we gotta pay them by the month now too. Instead of by the year, because they are employees.
The deputy clerk has always been paid.
What's that?
The deputy clerk has been paid monthly. She gets a paycheck every month for being deputy clerk.
And the
Okay.
treasurer,
Last year
and the
we,
treasurer is being paid monthly now too, so you're all
Oh, when
set.
did that get changed?
When you insisted that it be changed,
Well, we didn't have no budget adjustment, that's why I'm asking.
she's getting the same amount, it's just divided
Well, how much is that amount?
1340 divided by 12.
Did that just start, Sharon?
Right. When it was clarified that it had to be that way, yes.
So let's say $112, does that sound about right?
Yeah.
So,
Month,
yes.
So then do we want to leave the deputy supervisor hourly or do we want to put him at salary?
I don't know, how many hours do you think he's gonna be working?
Please, your supervisor, please leave me hourly.
Okay.
I don't want a salary.
Okay.
Because if Sharon will know, she has not received a bill for the time that I've put in yet.
No, I have that.
And there's a good chance you won't.
If we wanna raise the deputy treasurers and clerk up. A bit, I would be fine with that. What are everybody else's thoughts?
I'd say leave it the same, but
Well, my deputy treasurer comes in and collects taxes for me, and that's what's included in here. When I'm not available.
And clerk doing some calculation and not ignoring him.
is that right?
If we moved it up to 1,500 a year, that would be 125 per month. But I can go with what everyone else wants. I just know Sharon's gotta replace her deputy treasurer.
$125 a month.
That would bump it up. That would be 1,500 per year then.
That is. That's not a lot if they come in at all to help any, I mean, that's. $125 a month seems fair.
What were you saying, bump it to 15?
If we did 15,
Or if you just go 125 an hour, a month now. Because you gotta go 12.
That'd be good, that's,
Everybody happy with that?
Yeah,
We're not. You're just gonna change everything then, from a year to a month.
Right, that's correct. Well, once Catherine tells me about the fire department.
Good.
I will take care of that. I think we already done the fire chief and assistant fire chiefs. the two-
You did those too.
Oh, I already got that down.
Okay,
But we increased theirs $50 and the regular section 25. Am I right
It
about
was
that?
30 and 25, I think.
because that was the.
6:30?
It was 6:30 to
30?
5:25.
Okay.
so we're down to,
No, all the firemen are on.
Yeah, we've already done all
We've
those.
done
I just have to
those.
transfer. To the
You're a fire board member.
fire board members.
Fire boards and.
for our meetings.
Okay. They can,
Keep them the same.
it's fine with me.
And these are,
Sharon?
fire board members are township officials.
Yes.
Right,
Sharon,
that's fine. I
you're
don't-
doing the minutes to it.
Yeah, the secretary doesn't get more on this board.
No, not in this one. Now, this is per meeting, just remember. Keep it the same.
Well, you've raised everybody else, but if you want to keep it the same, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
32. Park board members, keep the same, 32.
We missed.
Roadside mowing,
Oh,
You raised that.
roadside mowing, okay. I propose we increase that $1 an hour to $18. Gary's doing a wonderful job and got a lot of compliments, so I think he deserves
he
a,
does a very good job, yeah.
rail trail members, want to keep it the same, Luann?
yeah.
You gotta keep it the same.
Yeah, park board members.
I have
the
a
same.
question on rail trail members. Millington is the only township that pays rail trail members. Why is that? Cause I
Was-
was on the rail trail board for 6 years.
I think because of the,
Everybody and all along, it's been a volunteer.
Well, they-
on the board.
Yeah. Because the members that was on it was complaining that the park board members get paid, the fire board members get paid, why aren't they getting paid? So we agreed last year, the year
Okay,
before,
I'm just asking.
yep,
there was a lot of miles they were putting on because their meetings were in other counties.
I
Also,
was there for 6 years. I know.
yeah, so that was
I'm
another,
just wondering because
Yeah.
I had checked with Dale Fuller, no one else.
no one else does.
No one else gets paid.
Election workers,
They're gonna stay the same.
they're all the same.
Yeah.
15,
workers, training, basic,
16. Zoning administrator. Same,
I think she could deserves a raise.
She puts in a lot of hours.
Mhm.
She's corrected a lot of things for us.
Go up to
Even
In your
650.
minutes, I just have a question because you're talking about this. She gets $100 per stipend. And $100 per complaint.
no,
No,
That's in your minutes.
it's in the minutes.
that's
I'm just going by what's in your minutes.
right.
You want me to
Yeah,
read,
it's-
you want me to read the minutes to you?
I just know from signing the checks, that's not what, I understand what you're saying, and I cannot remember exactly how everything works out. Excuse me, I do have a bit of a head cold, so I'm feeling a little disconnected today. But I remember being concerned about that, so I asked questions. They were answered to my satisfaction when we had the meeting, because how long ago was the meeting? That was,
so it's not her complaint. I think she gets paid when things like, for the special land use permits when they're, I could be wrong. I don't want to say, because I'm not sure. I don't have the
once again, only going by the township minutes, which are supposed to be the official record, correct?
Right,
But there is a misunderstanding with yes, I understand, but that's, because I even asked questions. I was like, wait, so if someone complains, she gets $100 and that's
No,
not the.
that's not how it
way.
works.
I know I signed
Okay.
checks and she does not get, every time a complaint comes in. she does not get
What
one.
is the stipend? What does stipend mean?
I mean, it's the same question.
No, Gerald, you're chuckling. Is that a good question or?
It is, but everybody uses it. It's like a bonus.
Yeah.
I don't know what that.
It's not really a bonus, it's,
It's another word.
It's on your expenditures,
It's an old word that's been on there this whole time.
but it's on your expenditures.
So it was on there when you were here.
No, not when I was on here, it was.
So it wasn't.
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, but I just wonder what stipend and why it's on expenditures. Because expenditures aren't taxed.
Mhm.
Expenditures are not supposed to be.
That's like a reimbursement expenditure.
So
Is that what you mean?
it-
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
it's a fixed
Treasures.
it's a fixed regular payment, often paid monthly or as a lump sum, designed to cover living trainings rather than service as direct payment for hours worked.
But it says $100 per slot in your minute. That's what I.
I will look into that for
I
clarification.
think that's if one is finalized. It's not every SLUP that's applied for.
Okay, because that's not what your minutes are. like.
Which meeting, which month was that, Robert?
What's that?
Which month was that meeting?
And it's just, Laura, I might have to get back. You guys carry on.
I say $50, go up to $650.
That's.
Yes. I think the deputy zoning administrator is fine.
Yeah.
So according to Catherine, the board should look at what the stipend is being paid for. It is, if it is for time worked by a deputy, then that goes through payroll. Any paid compensation for time worked is employee compensation. The exception would be expense reimbursement like mileage to go to the bank, etc. That goes through payables. But, so all their money being an employee must go through the payroll. And that includes the cemetery people. And that includes Tammy for stipend. Instead of the expense report, that goes through payroll.
What? The cemetery people get stipends too?
For Saturday work.
So you're saying that the $100 that the cemetery gets for a Saturday burial needs to be considered payroll and get taxes taken out.
That's what the law says.
It is payroll. What happens if they get an accident?
Right.
They bottle pop liquor while.
Well, let's.
I'm just asking, I'm just clarifying.
Well, see,
You're just participating in tax evasion.
Well, that's not what the intent is.
well,
I didn't.
yeah, because you're not paying social
So-
security, you're not paying
No.
workman's comp, you're not paying nothing on it. You're
Yeah.
giving them cash money.
And
And they're employees that must go through payroll.
when it was brought up and put into place, did you point that out to us at that
Well, I
time?
thought maybe the treasurer would have an idea what the rules were.
I'm not,
I'm not the treasurer.
She's not the running the whole show.
move on.
I'm just,
Yeah, the,
I don't do the payroll.
You're the treasurer, I'm a treasurer, sure, I have to know that. Carrie, I should go to payroll too.
Wait, no,
Good night. Payroll.
Carrie or Jackie figures payroll and we figure yes,
aren't you ever supposed to see it?
I do oversee it. But she knows the rules and the regulations. I don't fill out the paperwork. Let's move on.
Apparently, that's not what the law says.
You know what? Let's move on.
At the very bottom of page 8, it says full hourly rate, adjust 3% annually, round it up to nearest, and then there's nothing. I'm just curious how that's supposed to be finished.
Where you at, Laura?
very, very bottom of page 8, the last sentence, FOIA hourly rate, adjust 3% annually and round it up to nearest. And then it just stops. So. I wasn't sure what that's supposed to be rounded up to.
It'd be round up to the nearest.
Well, everything else above it says like the nearest $5, the nearest dollar, the nearest dollar, the
Yep.
nearest 5 cents.
Yep.
This one is just,
Maybe rounded up to the nearest.
I have no clue what that.
I'd have to go back and look, be quite honest with you.
Okay.
I would say probably I can't say,
Okay,
I'd rather not say.
so I just, some, that needs to be fixed.
Yep,
'cause
that needs to be fixed. I didn't notice that.
So we got all we can figured out.
so we're-
The FOIA hourly rate, is that gonna
What
stay the
did we
same?
do with the zoning
What
administrator?
Jackie's charged, so. Cause she's our lowest.
$650,
paid hourly
I think it's
employee.
$650.
$650.
$50.
And that's a month.
Correct.
FOIA. Hourly rate. Okay, the deputy zoning administrator. Keep it the same.
The FOIA hourly rate though, that goes along with the lowest paid employee.
Okay,
So we've always used, it used to be mine, but then it was Jackie's, so.
Most employed employees $15 for cemetery help.
um,
that's what it says. So you wanna keep it the same?
Well, I'm curious what this FOIA hourly
Yeah,
rate
I'd
adjust
have to
3%
look it up.
usually is, so that one we're gonna have to look back into. And you did.
So
update
do you
the
wanna
average.
keep it the same or you don't know yet?
Oh, it has to be the lowest paid.
So we gotta
that way.
reduce it? Was it 15 the lowest?
Yes,
Has to be at least, right?
No, yeah, like you can't charge less than the lowest paid employee. So, like.
Oh, you can't pay less.
Right,
Oh, so we can keep it 16.
and I will look into that more, but
Okay,
you just go by your sheet, your lowest employees 15.
Well, I remember the discussions at the
Mhm.
meeting, and when you guys hashed over this, now with your lowest, it was, or the lowest person. Couldn't go below that. But he could go above it.
okay, we're on page number
16
9.
is good.
We're on page number 9. Is that good for everybody? I understood, Jackie and I thought that maybe keep the server and also the computers on this fiscal year. So I'd like to increase the township hall for $15,000. The cost of the server and computers, actually it's 14 something, but I'll go with 15.
okay,
Um,
I know here.
and like I say, if we don't use the money, of course, it goes back to the general fund, so.
And he did let me know, I think the server that he wanted to get us was out of stock, so he bumped us up like 2 levels for the same price. So I'm not exactly sure what that means, but we're getting a better deal.
And
It sounded good.
And according to Ben, cause I asked him about,
Here. So
I
we
asked
talk
him about. Let's say, does the server serve the police department and also the fire department? And he says, no, he said, basically it just covers BSNA. So that's why I keep it the township hall. That's the reason why I did, otherwise I would have
There,
split it
there
up.
Yeah, no, the police, they pay for their own.
Yeah, and if I didn't know if it served the fire department either, and he says, no, just BSNA.
Where's that?
So that's what I got there.
Hold on, Jackie said if you guys go down to Bryan Road Repair and ML Dam, it's under expenditures. And park board wages, Robert, you wanted to make sure that we have money budgeted for FICA and Medicare.
Yes,
So she said she would talk to you about that.
I did increase that from $1,440 to $2,000
Okay,
overall.
okay, and then also on page 9, what is FOIA billing? Up here, right here, there's FOIA
FOIA.
billing. Wasn't sure what that was.
FOIA billing.
when we charge people?
I think that's when you charge people for FOIA,
Okay,
So you're,
you know, like a fire, like, I guess anybody,
so you're,
like the office.
so we budget for that?
you're expecting $1,500 to come in for that?
That's what,
Is that what that is? I'm
Yeah.
expecting it to
yes.
come in, okay. Unless, everything else was going out, so I wasn't,
Laura. Revenue,
okay.
revenue is income.
Mhm.
So, okay,
When you get a check, you get a revenue.
I'm hoping we don't have over $1,500 a year in FOIAs. Last year, one of them was almost 12 by its head. So. Okay.
So, basically the only change of this is township hall. I want to increase that 15,000 to cover the server and the computer. And as you can see, appropriation of building maintenance, I didn't take nothing out of there because we had some left over. And the machinery equipment, I'm looking to close that out this year. I talked to Marcus last year. And the idea behind that is instead of having those funds, that's the only thing you use it for. We need something, we pull it out of the general fund. Because the general fund, you can use that money for anything. I think we
And
talked
when you-
about that
Yeah,
before.
and then when you specify what it's gotta be used for, that's what it has to be used.
That's the only thing you can use it for.
That makes sense.
Okay. Any questions on page number 10, the fire fund?
So you'll be bumping all those wages up?
Yep, I'll have to increase those. Any questions? Page number 11, the police fund.
Liquor is misspelled.
What's that?
Liquor is misspelled.
Liquor? Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's
That's
pretty
another
close.
thing that's been there for years.
And what is that? I've never been served
I think
liquor.
the license
Beer.
for, I think when somebody applies for a liquor license, you get a percentage of that back.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I thought when the police went out to check the difference. Well, like what you said, because they have, because this is the police,
Yep,
and they do have to go do, or at least they did have to go do inspections
Hmm,
on places that serve liquor,
okay,
okay.
and that cost is passed on.
nice.
The refuge fund, you gotta change that. Yeah,
What do you?
number 12.
I'm just curious on your refuge. Am I not seeing it here? Do the police have, refuge that they contribute to the,
The police.
yeah, to your trash?
What do you mean?
You mean,
It's not on here as expense.
oh, for the
Yeah.
police department?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think it'd be that much if you got a
Well, they're
candy
all
wrapper.
an expense anyways, they'd be just charging us more to pay for more.
But
That is true.
So what you're saying, we should charge it for the garbage or refuge,
I'm just throwing that out there.
okay? I guess we never had, or since I've been involved, we never have, but,
Never have either. I'm just asking.
oh,
I think it would just be passed along.
and I'm not so
Six
sure how
one
much they got.
accountability.
Because that millage is still covered everything.
Mhm.
What refuge would the police have? I don't,
Paper or
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
I mean, so they throw something, we don't charge anybody that throws a paper in the garbage can of beer. No, that's kind of a odd question. I was,
They're just supposed to help.
Still trying to help.
Yeah, you're right.
Anything associated with the police comes out of that village. That's why we're paying 1 point.
so you're talking candy wrappers, their lunch bag.
And I'm not sure how much. they-
I don't think we charge anybody for individual candy wrappers. Yeah, let's move on. That's kind of a
Working
silly.
like weed control,
question.
I think that we all agree on that. You agree, Emery?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Building and maintenance, this year, of course, like I told you, I'm taking the money out of that fund for the cemetery. To redo or not redo, but, seal and fix them, a rubber sealer.
I do have a question with the the garage at the cemetery.
Okay.
Larry and Terry said it's leaked ever since the addition has been put on.
Well, this is the first time I knew anything about it.
Okay. They said they talked to you about it.
They did?
It said, that's what it said, but I just talked to them.
This, I'll be quite honest with you, this is the first time I ever heard about it.
Okay, so who did the roof on the addition?
On the addition,
Mhm.
Serena's Johnson.
Okay, we weren't sure which one did the,
Yep, Serena's Johnson did the whole thing.
you might need to look into that.
Okay, no, like I say, this is the first time I've heard of it.
So that's the only thing building wise that they seem to be concerned about at the cemetery.
And the next thing is page number 15, machinery equipment. Like I say, I wanna get rid of that this year. I don't know if anybody's got any questions with the rest of it. I'll have to go back and change some because of the increase in pay and stuff.
Okay, on page 16,
16, okay. Oh, that's right. We gotta change some things though.
so I got a couple of things on there. On page 16, it says salaries and wages under elections. I think that stayed the same.
15,000,
Yeah. from the
okay.
Deck was 6,000, the 37,500 was the office and operating supplies. That was my proposal.
So you wanna go 37,
37,500, I'm gonna need 12,500 for this year's expenses, and I wanted 25 in anticipation of next year's. So,
the only thing is, if you don't use it this fiscal year, I think it goes back to the general fund. I don't think you can take and put it, invest it someplace else. I don't believe.
well, let's. look
Maybe
at
I'm
it,
wrong.
'cause if we
Yeah,
can-
no,
if we can
that's-
earn some money on our money, I think that would be wise.
Okay, no, I don't know about that, but to me, I'm not so sure you can do it. Huh?
Separate money like that from a budget.
I have no idea.
But you're not using it for that.
Well, we'll be.
And if you don't use it for that, it goes back to the general fund at the end of the fiscal year, what I
We-
understand.
We can take general fund money, I believe, and invest it. But it can't be earmarked.
Yeah, that was specifically what she wants to do, was the earmark.
Right, and we can't, I don't think we can earmark it like that.
And I don't know why you'd wanna do it anyways, cause next year, if you need the money, ask for it next year. What's the
Well,
difference?
I'm gonna need 50 grand next year, just so everyone is aware.
No, that's fine. So what do you wanna do? You wanna keep it 25?
We can keep it at the 12,500, because I only anticipate using the 12,500 for the office and operating supplies.
So keep it at 25.
Right, but that was originally when I thought I was going to need 12,500 for this year, and originally I thought I was gonna need 25,000 total next year.
Yep.
So I was gonna put 12,500 in, but then when I went to the meeting and she said, I think we go to the 25 or
For a
50,000 for everything, so we can just go back down to
Just-
12,500.
Just like that 25,000,
I
we can leave it there.
Okay,
And if you don't use it, whatever's left over goes back to the general fund.
that's fine, we can leave it. at
So we'll just leave it there in case something happens, you need it.
Okay,
Transportation, you are happy with transportation and mileage, 700? I think that's the numbers you gave me.
yep, I think I kind of cut it close, but that's just for
No,
election, so I
no.
think that would be fine.
Now, you gotta remember too, Laura. Whatever's in this group. If you don't use, let's say if you don't use the 25,000, you run short on the 700. You can pull money out of this 25,000.
Okay,
You can move this, as long as it's in this bracket, you can move it back and forth.
okay,
So if you do run short, that's fine.
And that would just be a budget,
No, because as long as you do it within that bracket, you do not have to do a budget adjustment. What I understand, that's what I've always been told. You know, within the election bracket.
okay,
Anything else?
yes, there is, the transportation and mileage. Jackie said, well, it was $500 this year, it said it was
Yep.
gonna be 400. Jackie's supposed to go to Carroll once a month, if you do once a month, that's, I think it's like 50 miles round trip. So I
Mhm.
figured out she's close to $400 just for her going to Carroll once a month to pick up
Okay,
the PTAs. But this fund is also supposed to be covering Gerald, the trustees, the township board trustees, their mileage for like going to training and things. So I thought we should up that. Because I also asked if Jackie could get training, so I was hoping to add another line for office administrator training, but I don't know where to
This-
put that.
this money comes out, their mileage comes out of the elections?
No.
Am I right?
No, sorry, I'm back up here now.
Oh, you're back up here.
Where is it? Hold on, I have it highlighted on mine.
the eighth one down.
Yeah, transportation and mileage.
Oh, okay,
It's
for township board?
yeah, it's 400.
Now,
Like I said,
what are they going for?
if they go for training, that Jackie told me that's where their training mileage comes out of, was
Okay.
that fund.
Okay,
So
so what do you wanna do?
I wanted to
Wanna
up it
increase
to
it?
1,000.
1,000?
Cause I wanted to also offer Jackie some training, office administrator training. So I was gonna propose that we budget $800 a year for Jackie to do office administrator training. And lots of times her classes are free through BSNA. But I figured it would be nice to have some money there for her. That way she has training available to her as well.
So you wanna increase this $1,000?
I get the transportation and mileage from 400 to 1,000, and I don't know where to put the office administrator training.
Well. Office.
There's a training line for 1,500.
Um,
Can we add it to that?
is that under the same?
Yeah, it's under
That's
township
the
board.
board.
Okay,
It should be under the township board.
would she
She'd
be,
be, she's not a board.
would she be under township hall?
Well,
I don't know.
On your headline underneath, township board, it says wages, office and assistant.
Okay,
You notice that?
I do. So. And that also says, yeah, so I thought it would be nice to add. A training line for specifically for the office.
well, I'm gonna have to have an account number, so
Okay,
I don't have a problem with
I
that.
would-
You
I
just
think
wanna
we
put
can-
it under training.
I think we can just put it under training.
that would be fine too.
So what do you wanna do with that?
I would like to add $800 to that.
So 2,300?
Yeah.
Or I'll go 2,500.
We can do 2,500.
And like I say, if you don't use that money, it goes back to the general fund.
Okay,
So I'd rather have more than not.
okay, that's fine with me.
Can I ask you a question? You said Jackie has to go to Carol once a month to take the PTAs
She picked
Property.
something up from the treasurer.
from the treasurer's office?
Yes,
Okay,
Is it deeds and stuff?
I'm not even, I know, I've had.
'Cause I know she goes in-
What's your question?
when Jackie goes up there, is somebody getting paid extra, the $13 or $15 extra help to cover her while she's gone?
Honestly.
A lot of times I'm here, I don't charge nothing. I don't know about any other
I'm
time.
just asking.
I don't think she's ever asked anyone to come in to cover her while she's gone. She'll sometimes just close the office.
A lot of times what happens, Bob, is she'll go up there first thing in the morning and I'm always here first thing. So I'm here until she gets back. I mean, you're only talking maybe an hour, hour and a half.
But
So normally she goes up there, gets the deeds and stuff, if that's what it's for, gets the deeds and stuff.
You forgot to say silent cell phones.
it was my alarm, I'm sorry.
Your time's up.
Alarm. Medication
Okay.
time. No, I'm just asking that because she's picking, whose job is she picking up for is what I'm trying to define, for everybody.
Picking up the deeds.
If it's deep, nobody really knows what she's picking up, correct?
I'm only assuming
deeds.
that's what it is. I don't know.
Usually.
I'm only,
If I go up for my treasure stuff, I pick them up. If someone else isn't, sometimes.
I have,
Grab them before it. Well,
and I have picked them up if I'm up in the road
Yeah,
commission.
I didn't, I just wanted to see what it was they're picking up.
Yep. And I'm only assuming it's deeds. I don't know.
It is deeds.
Any other questions on page 16? Page 17. That'd be the clerk, for review, treasurer. I think I put all the numbers in that people wanted me to.
The township hall one, did you put the servers and stuff in this? You know, you said you were gonna add it to the township hall's budget, didn't you?
That was a couple pages back.
Is that,
it was,
that's not also in this part?
I'm not, that's a good question. Yeah.
Well, it's an operating supplies. That's the only book field.
Alright.
Oh, I'm thinking.
On page
nine,
9, yeah,
Down up there.
265.
000, so it's the 59,700. So I think Gerald's asking, is the 15,000 already added to that 59?
It's on,
Is it, it's part of that?
online.
No, I'll have to add it to this also.
Okay. So it's gonna be,
It should be under office and operating supplies.
And I think
that'll
I'm
turn-
adding it to 25, 26, correct? You're adding it to this budget.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
So that 15,000 is gonna be 30,000?
Cemetery. Any questions on that, Laura?
You just put weapon
I'm
checking.
thinking I put everything on there that you wanted, but
Go back,
Make
make
sure.
sure it's 17, but it's
17,
it should have been under the. Like a 17,000 part, right? Not 15,000, the current year. Estimated.
no, it should have been under the proposed budget. Cause we're gonna,
Or 27? 26.
26,
26,
27,
27.
because we're gonna do it after April 1st. That's the budget that will fall under.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. Cemetery, Laura, Any-
Checked out. They gave me a list of tools that they needed. It was only gonna be 57.80, but I figured 10,000 would be a good buffer. That way in case they needed anything
that's
else.
capital outlay.
Let's see, so
You wanted 30,000 on that?
I just had 10,000. For the capital outlay equipment,
So that was 10,000? Okay, I'll have to change that.
and capital outlay buildings was 5.
5, I got that.
And then there is also some landscaping. I wasn't sure what you wanted that to be put under. It's actually just planting trees.
Probably buildings and grounds,
Okay,
be $4,000,
no, I have a quote of
62.
6,200.
So you wanna go
Let's go,
7,000,
let's go 10 grand just to make sure.
10?
Where you putting that at?
It'd be
Buildings and grounds.
maintenance of buildings and grounds,
Okay.
So I'll go from 4,000 to 10,000.
yes.
And you're gonna move the equipment one
And last year we were looking at,
out to 10,000.
Yeah.
Because we were gonna get a lawnmower last year, is probably why it was
it
higher.
was that one,
Yeah,
and
we
we were
did.
looking at getting a ground penetrating radar thing, but then we started looking into that and there's so many classes you have to take to be able to read it, and it's a lot more complicated than I was thinking it was going to be, so.
Okay, I got 10,000 for maintenance and repair, building and grounds, and reducing the capital outlay equipment for 10,000. Is that right?
10,000?
Do 10,000. Planning commission, I'll have to change that for the wages, zoning board of appeals the same. Road repair, I bumped that up, like I said, because it seemed like we're short with that and our roadside mowing. The auditor, I might have to change that because I just, we got a contract, we got to. Okay, next
We already
township meeting.
okayed the audit.
I'm not sorry, I'm okay, it wasn't auditor, it was the. Board of review, mine went blank. But anyways, I'll have to, auditor, we just got that. The assessor, that's what I'm
Oh,
thinking
the
of.
assessor.
Yep, we just got that, we got okay it, I think it went up a little bit, but not much.
Is that a line item on here somewhere?
I think it is. I know we got it.
There it is, page
Yeah,
16.
page 16.
Wow.
I budgeted 40,000, I just went by what we used this year. I'll have to look at the. New contract, like I say, I think it went up, it seems like it was $500 from last year, so. Any other questions on page 19?
The insurance. What, is that the insurance for here? Underneath, auditor
Yes.
and insurance?
Yes,
Wasn't that bigger than that? That pamphlet we got?
But you gotta remember, the fire department pays their percentage, police department pays their percentage.
Oh.
This is just our percentage.
Okay.
Their percentage comes out of their fund and the police comes out of their fund.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I have a couple of things.
Okay,
Number one, at the last meeting, you'll remember, I got a quote for $6,650 to remove and do all the tree work at the cemetery.
I got a question. Can we talk about that since this is a budget workshop?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. I mean, I'm not trying
We
to,
already voted on it. I was just giving you information, because we said if you
okay,
asked me to get 2 more quotes, so we're not voting on anything. We already voted on it. If they were the lowest priced one, I wanted to let you know I did get 2 more quotes. And they were substantially higher. One's
Okay,
from
no.
Silverwood, one's from Lapeer. The next lowest one was $16,825, and the other estimate was $20,400.
okay.
So
Well, thanks for taking care of
I
that.
do have a little bit of background in tree stuff, or at least being around it.
Okay.
And when I heard 6,600 for all the work we're having done, I knew it was a good
Well,
deal.
I always look at it this way, you don't know until you get other bids and you did that and they're lower, so I agree.
We've already had them do work for us, and they cleaned everything up beautifully. It was perfect. Okay, that is what, I just wanted to let you guys know I did look into that.
Any other questions?
This is just a workshop. So we have to have another meeting to approve all of this after
Approve
the
the
changes have been.
And we gotta do it next week, at least by Tuesday. Cause if it's done after 1st of April, we can't pay bills.
On Monday or Tuesday at their meeting.
That's what it sounds like.
So is there any way doing it in the morning? I mean,
I-
only
I can sneak away.
Which day?
Monday?
Wait a minute.
If it's early,
You-
I know that's,
Stock out.
I have an appointment at 11 in Flint on Monday, but
Well, I
if
can be
it's
here
early,
at 6 or 7 if that works.
7.
7?
No.
Okay,
Oh, you're gonna see me in my jammies though.
well,
I mean,
here, whatever time you wanna
is
be.
it gonna be? Do you think it's gonna take more than
Start work.
2 hours?
I'll work on it through the weekend. It won't be done.
No, the budget,
The budget meeting,
Oh,
No.
I mean, if we meet at 8 o'clock, I'd be done in time for my appointment.
basically, we just look at it, we go through it, and everybody agrees to the changes and we
Okay.
accept it.
Yeah, then 8 or 9, I could do it as late as 9. Otherwise, it'd have to be a different time. On
I'd
Monday.
rather do it at 8, but that's all. And that works for everybody else.
It's fine.
How about your schedule for,
I can make 8 work.
okay, we'll plan on Monday at 8 o'clock.
I do have one more question about training. And this is nothing that needs to be voted on. Back in August, when we had Heidi Hudson here, when we had our closed session, she helped us work through wording, and we all agreed to take professional conduct as training. So that still has not been done, so I reached out to Susan Radulon through MTA, and her schedule is very busy, but she has agreed to meet with us. Sorry, Gerald, it's a night that you have a planning commission meeting, but I'm sure we can record it and you can watch it at any time, but, so it wasn't court ordered, but it was what our attorney wanted us to do, and we all unanimously voted that we would do that. So, I have it tentatively set up for Monday, I believe it's May 11th at 6 o'clock at the library.
I won't be there.
Okay, you said.
I can look at it, on Zoom.
It's not going to be Zoomed, I was gonna
Well,
record it.
whatever. Well, you can record it for me too.
Robert, you're the whole reason we have to take this training.
That same thing with the mediation training.
he's trying to get a date set.
No, now listen to me. We went through all that. We paid the guy $750. I agreed. I thought we had a good thing going. The following day, I get an 84 or 86 page complaint against me.
Okay,
So what good is that?
well, here's the thing.
As far as I'm concerned, $750 wasted. So why do I want to waste more township's money?
Well, because you had agreed that you would do that.
7
training,
months ago,
And you haven't done it yet.
7 months
So
ago.
you've let
That's
them
right.
let's go away.
I'm not doing it. If you record it, I will look at it. Otherwise,
Well, I do remember.
7 months ago, things changed.
And at the training or at the mediation session, when we all sat there, And people ask point blank questions, what do I need to do to make relations work with you? You said nothing. You didn't even give an answer. There was, you were not.
I thought we made good progress in communication, so.
Point of order.
Okay, so the attorney has asked us to do that. You said yes, you would do it, and you didn't do it.
Yeah.
You're the one
Right.
who set up the mediation training.
I don't think this was true,
Put this
I don't
on
think
your
this was,
agenda for Monday morning, because you're out of your realm on the budget workshop.
There's nothing that, this is just something I don't want to violate the meetings act. We're at a meeting. Monday, everyone has to get back to work. We have
8
to-
o'clock Monday morning, or the meeting.
Yeah, but that's just going to be voting on the budget. I'm hoping to get in and
Okay.
out, get it very quickly. So just, that was something that the attorney said we needed to.
the attorney didn't, the mediation was with the attorney.
No, it was not.
No, yes, it was.
Minutes right here with me, Robert. Cameron made a motion that the township investigate mandatory training to all staff on professional conduct in the workplace unless the cost is exorbitant. Supported by Cook, roll call, yes. Jarzell, Kyneth, Cameron, Cook, Loomis, no's, none, motion carried. And then when you set up the mediation training, I sent you an email stating, and I quote, Robert, as I was fulfilling your request for the closed meeting minutes, I realized that the motion had been made for us to have training on how to treat each other professionally in the workplace. And the training that was actually for all boards, not just ours. I wanted to make sure I communicated this so that we can make sure we follow the motion correctly. That was back in November, on November 20th. So I sent you an email stating that the mediation was not the one that we were looking for. We needed professional conduct in the workplace training. I sent you that email back in November.
You sent me the guy's name, I set up the,
I
Class.
told you that was not, I gave you the information that that was not what. we were
why'd you
looking
give
for.
me the information? That wasn't the right one.
You asked for it after that. I shared everything I had with you. That's why I said when I read.
Record it, I'll watch it.
If you're not there, it's not following what's needed to be
Okay.
done.
Okay.
Say in the mediation that's,
I think this is a budget workshop,
okay, well, I'm.
So,
I
okay.
did state it in the
Yes,
mediation.
okay.
Yes,
sounds
Tom,
good,
Talk about it Monday morning.
yeah. we
Make
can
sure
do
you
that.
get that posted.
Make a motion. Go ahead.
I would like to say something.
We have, can we have a public comment? The
Okay.
second.
Have a public comment, go ahead, Tom.
Come on.
I just wanna, sometimes I'll be a little, I just wanna. When we do these budget workshops. Especially when it comes to pay raises and things like that. Should we have some consistency? You don't have to answer that, just ask yourself that, should there be consistency? And keep the favoritism, keep the emotions and all that stuff out of it. When you sit back and listen, if you guys watch this, you're gonna see that. This person got $1 raise, this person got $2. I'm all about paying our fire department. We have probably one of the best fire departments in this county.
Nice if you'd
Pay,
listen.
pay them what they're worth. I'm all
You can
for it.
listen.
When you hired Jackie, if I remember right, there was a. We're gonna pay her this much, and then as she does this and this and this, we're gonna pay her more, as it should be, as you grow. We just, oh, I think she should get whatever dollars amount an hour. Then there's others that, the boards, the board of the commission, planning commission, you're gonna give them $2 a meeting or $1.50, whatever it is. The freaking gas prices are $4 a gallon, and you're gonna give them $1 or $2 for a meeting? That's a joke. That's a joke to me. I mean, it should have been $5 or $10 a meeting or something like that. But you're gonna give certain people $2 and $3 raises and this and that. There should be consistency there and maybe use percentages. Percentages. I was a super manufacturing plant manager for 12 years and you did not show favoritism. You did not. Sharon's been making, she started here 17 years ago at what, 7,000, 7,500, and now you're at 8,500? That's a joke when you look at the comparisons in the townships. We're one of the largest taxed townships. What if our taxes go up every year? Is it 5% or the rate of inflation, whichever's lower, right?
It's 2.5, 2.7% this year.
This year?
Last year was 5%.
Okay, so, and we know there was years in there when they were 7 and 8, but we didn't go up that much. But don't you
Most
think,
go up is 5.
right? You're right. So shouldn't our if we're raising the taxes on our taxpayers by 5%. Then you guys are all worth 5% or 3% or 4, something. You all put in extra hours. I can't speak for all of you. I know one of you does. And it's a lot of hours on Sunday nights and all kinds of nights. So just all I'm asking is that you be fair about everything and keep emotions and favoritism and all that stuff out of it. And pay people for what they're worth. Jackie's wonderful. I'm not saying you shouldn't give her all. She's helped. I've come in here a few times and asked her for things. Rob, I know you have to put extra time in. All of you do.
I'm not complaining.
And I know you don't. And I know there was
I'm
comments
not doing
made.
this for the money.
I know there, but if you want, if you guys want to be volunteers, join the Lions and go have fun doing it.
I do that too.
That's perfect. But you didn't take Sharon. I know Sharon didn't take this job
Thanks,
for
Tommy.
volunteerism.
Anybody else? I make a motion, we adjourn.
Thank you.
Sport.
Got a motion to adjourn, been supported. Is there any discussion? Not all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion passed.